Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Jeremy. Welcome to Polyphonic Press. And before we get into the review today, I just want to remind you to check out the podcast. You can click the first link in the description to subscribe through iTunes. And basically what we do is we feature an artist every Sunday. You can request an artist to be featured. Just like the album requests, you can send me an email or a private message on here. Really, however you can get in touch with me, whatever you find the easiest way to do so, as long as I get the notification. So yeah, definitely check that out. New episodes every Sunday. You can go to the website and check out the first episode. So anyways, today I'm going to be reviewing Hello Sadness by Los Campesinos. Now, I've never heard of these guys. I actually just discovered them yesterday through a guy, a Canadian radio DJ, music geek type of guy, Alan Cross. He put them on their website. Thought they were pretty good. Discovered their new album had been released yesterday. Got it and been listening to it and want to review it. So here we go. From what I understand, these guys are from Wales. They've been around for about 5 or 6 years, and this is their 4th album overall. So anyways, this album starts off with a song called By Your Hand, and it really features some nice synthesizer work. Usually I'm not a fan of the synthesizer being used as the main instrument, but in this case it actually works. And what I found interesting was there was a lot of reverb on the drums. Now, usually in this day and age, you don't find that. It was very, like, late 80s, early 90s type of reverb on the drums, where the reverb was just packed on and just swamped in this sea of like, it sounded like it was recorded in a cave or something. It wasn't too much, but it was a little more than I really like. So that really didn't work for me too well, but other than that, it's a pretty catchy song. And it's a pretty good way to open up the album because it's fairly representative of the rest of the songs. And I can see why it was chosen as the first single, because if this is your first impression of the album, you really won't be disappointed with the rest of the tracks. And the title track, Hello Sadness, really keeps in touch with the pop rock feel of the first song. And it's actually the second single from the album. And, you know, it's a little more upbeat though. It's a little more like dance friendly a little bit, with the rhythm, the driving rhythm of the drums. And, you know, it was a good radio single, I think. I don't know how popular it's going to be on the radio because I think these guys are fairly independent artists. They're not signed to a major label. So I don't know how much radio play this is going to get. But it has the potential to be a big hit. And these guys totally deserve it because, you know, they really put a lot of thought into these songs. And what I found is they really care about the music that they're playing. Towards the middle of this album, there's a song type of thing called Hate for the Island, and it's actually really not much of a song. It's more like a transition piece, sort of an interlude, more or less transitioning from side A to side B. And I found that to be an interesting tool to use, sort of dividing up the album like that. It's got a little bit of a vocal and no drums or anything on it. It's just more or less a filler, but good filler because it's there for a purpose. It's serving a purpose. It's not just put on to fill up time. It's actually letting you know that the side A is ending and side B is going to be coming up real soon. So I thought that was an interesting tool to use and kind of clever. Usually filler is a bad thing, but in this case they did it on purpose. Baby I Got the Death Rattle is another interesting song to me. It starts off with this weird drum pattern with a mandolin, and then the vocals come in. And the vocals, when they come in, you're sort of taken aback because it's this call and answer between two male vocalists. And it's really well done and really clever, and it sort of slowly builds into this climax, into like a full rock song with electric guitars and drums and bass and everything you would hear. And it just slowly builds up to this energy that really works really well, I think. And the album closes with a song called Light Leaves, Dark Seas Part 2. I haven't heard Part 1, so I'm not exactly sure, but basically this album closes on more of a down note, and it's more like a cool down type of song. And it's sort of like, to compare it to like going out for a jog, you sort of jog for, you know, 15, 20, 30 minutes or however long you do, and then you walk around for about 5 minutes. And this song is that walk around. It's cooling down from the high energy of the rest of the songs, and it's just sort of a calm down to bring you back down to when you first started listening. Which is very effective and well placed on the album, and it closes it up nicely. So yeah, I like this album. Like I said, one thing I would change is have a little less reverb on the drums, and let the drums sound more organic and more natural. But these guys are, you can tell that they are playing all the instruments themselves. There's not a lot of electronic, it's very organic. And what I like about it is there's no samples. You can tell that these guys are actually playing the instruments, and they're not you know, relying on a sample or anything like that. Which I really respect, and these guys are fantastic musicians. This album didn't really exactly reinvent the wheel or anything, but it's a fun record and something you can put on in the background and just listen to and enjoy. So I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10 because it's just one of those records that, you know, it's pretty good, not wonderful, but it's not bad either. So anyways, that's what I thought about the album. Let me know what you guys think in the comments or with a video response. Don't forget to check out the Twitter, Facebook, and website. All the links are in the description. Don't forget to subscribe. That way you'll know when I post a new video. And if you'd like me to review an album, let me know in the comments or with a private message or email. However you can get in touch with me. And I guess that's about it. I'll see you guys on Monday. Take care.